internet friends, it is time for another vinyl unboxing. Everybody get excited.
Hey, I'm Annie and this is why you should love music.
First try, are we ready? It actually was the first try, I didn't even believe myself. That's why you should believe in yourself. It's a box. Oh, there's a record in it. That scared me for a second. I was like, they sent me an empty box. Okay, this is an older record. I feel like I want to say it came out in 2015, perchance. And this is one that's been on my radar forever. Like, pretty much since it came out, I was like, I should get that on vinyl. But then I just never did. And then Amazon was like, do you want it on sale for like $12? And I was like, absolutely, I want that. So then I got it. If you want to know the truth, the real reason I got this was for Meme. A few of you know, there's an adorable 3-year-old that I frequently listen to music with, and she is obsessed with this album. So I got this in honor of Meme. This album leans a little bit more towards like pop music than what I normally listen to, and it's also slightly more girly, but I do mean slightly because so Alessia Cara is quite young, and especially when she wrote this album and when this album came out, it's very, very impressive for her age. It's very impressive for anything, but then also her being so young is really, really awesome. This might be a little more female slanted, so do with that what you will. I don't know. It's not like super girly, but there is a song called 4 Pink Walls. The first song I ever heard was here. It was a single off of the EP 4 Pink Walls before this was even an album. Loved it, instantly fell in love. It seemed very much like me in my younger days. It's very much my personality. I'm just kind of like antisocial pessimist and I don't mess with it. And it's very fun, and it's so true. Like, how many times have you been at this crazy stupid party and you're like, why am I here? Why? I don't know. It just reminded me of who I was when I was 12 years old, and I was like, oh, that's adorable. Also, 17 is super adorable. Again, it's more relatable if you're younger, but if you're older, then you've been through it, so you should relate. Honestly, my favorite song on this album probably has to be Stone. It's such a good track. Again, it's very, like, lovey-dovey, but there's also a hilarious love song on here. I don't remember what it's called. There's also a hilarious love song on here that's like, how dare you make me have feelings? Which is, again, more my style. It's very funny. So it's girly in a way, but then it's also, like, grunge in a way. I don't know. It's good. Good songwriting is the point of it. Let's look at the record. Alright. Lyrics. I love it. It's currently 3:30 a.m. I already love this, though. It's currently 3:30 a.m. and I should be sleeping, but instead I'm writing this on an abnormally small notepad in my bedroom. Because she's a songwriter, and so she naturally has an abnormally small notepad in her bedroom. I also have an abnormally small notepad by my bed. I've dreamt of writing one of these my whole life, thanking non-existent people for helping me make non-existent music. Now I'm here writing this for real. This time, though, everything and everyone very much exists. That's good to know. There are so many people to thank, I don't even know where to begin, but here's my best shot. That's adorable. See, this whole thing is just adorable. Thank you to my mom and dad for teaching me everything about everything and for believing in me more than I believed in myself at times. Thank you, a bunch of other people. This is really cute. Oh, she thinks her family and friend, both real and online, for endless love and support. You somehow managed to make me feel cooler than I actually am. These are great thank yous. They're hilarious. It's not like the generic just list people. Thank you and your abnormal temporal lobe for helping me share all my feelings and thoughts in the most perfect way. Oh my gosh, these are so good. We end up building. It's all caps, that part. See, I feel like I'm friends with these people just by nature of her thank yous. To every musician I've ever looked up to, whose music made me and still makes me scream into my hand microphone at the top of my lungs. I feel called out. You've shown me what it's like to want something more than anything in the universe. Lastly, to anyone who's ever taken the time to listen to a song of mine or take a second out of their day to tell me they appreciate what I do, you've helped make my little maybe one day daydream into a crazy, beautiful, real-life thing. I still can't believe it's real. This album is everything my 19-year-old know-it-all self felt/thought/learned compressed into 10 songs. It's everything I think I know but secretly haven't figured out yet. I hope you blast it during your best and worst times. I hope you feel something when you listen. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. That's the best thank you note I've ever read in my entire life. I love her so much more. She's so precious. Alright, the record. Whoa. They were not kidding when they said it was pink. This made me rethink everything about the song 4 Pink Walls. Were they this pink? That's a statement pink. It's very exciting. It's very, very similar. If anybody has My Head is an Animal by Monsters and Men, it's about that color of vinyl. It's like aggressively pink. I love it. Meme is gonna Be very excited about this. It feels to be a standard weight. The pressing looks pretty good. It has some chipping on the edges, but I'll clean that off. I'll sand it down probably on the edge. Edge doesn't have any music on it, so it doesn't matter if it's wonky, but it will cut your hands if you don't clean it off. So I'll clean it off a little bit, but it's actually quite smooth generally. Oh, there's a blemish. It's fine. It's just shavings. Final shavings happen, people. Okay, very excited about this. I'll clean it off, put it on my table, and then I'll let you know in the comments what I think about the sound quality. Basically what I'm telling you is that this is an old album. It was written by a little girl about her little girl dreams, and it's adorable and awesome and fantastic. And she is very, very skilled. She actually wasn't that little when she wrote it. I feel like, I want to say she was like she was 19 when it came out, but it's really good. Oh yeah, for parental guidance. I know I've made a big deal about talking about how I bought this like because of a 3-year-old, but just so you know, there are a lot of drug references. So if that's something that bothers you, I mean, there's a song called Overdose. Also, the lead single here very much talks about marijuana and stuff like that. There's also a song called Outlaws about Bonnie and Clyde. So if you're like very sensitive to that kind of thing, then maybe skip this one. Although there are some cute songs that don't have any of those references in them. Stone is just an adorable love song. 17 is very cute, about like coming of age and being like, but I want to be 17 forever. Like when you're a little kid and you're like, I want to be an adult, and then you're like, no, it's true. I'd just be 17. That's fine. Oh yeah, also, scars too are beautiful. I have an unpopular opinion about it, so I won't say too much about it, but I'm glad that some girls relate to it and it makes them feel good. We'll just leave it there. And I do think she's doing good things by like trying to uplift people. Good on her for using her platform for that. I didn't personally feel like it was necessary or like good writing, but it's more pop. And so if you're into pop song, or if you're like a sad, depressed teenager, then that probably makes you feel really seen and heard and understood. So good job for that. Not my personal favorite. That's okay. Also, Wild Things is just very fun. I don't know. I like it. That was my unboxing. What are your thoughts and feelings about Alessia Cara? Let me know in the thing. What is it called? The comments. Yes, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this album or her music in general. Since then, she's worked with Zed. Obviously, she had a track on the Moana soundtrack. She's been doing stuff, and I'm very excited to see. I feel like she has a great future ahead of her, because if this is where she's at when she's 19, she's going places. Also, let me know if you have any questions about this pressing that I neglected to answer. I'm a know-it-all, but I don't know enough, so I'll do my best. That was a lyric reference. I'm sorry. It wasn't funny. I'm ashamed of myself. Bottom line, today's Friday. So much good music came out today. I hope you're listening to it, and I hope that you're enjoying your life. And I'll see you back here next week. Sorry, my friend wants to... Are you guys free to go to lunch tomorrow? My friend wants to hang out. This is a little more female slanted, so if that like bothers you in music, you're probably a terrible person. Just kidding. But there's a song called Four Pink Walls. It reminds me of like my 12-year-old life, like who I was at 12 years old. That's gonna sound a little sketchy because it's like lots of drug references, but moving on.